me see your war face. You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face!
Good morning. Sorry, I was a little distracted by something I'll show you here in a minute. Holy shit is all I got to say. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, good morning. How are you? How the hell are you? Got a little coffee. Get the coffee flowing. Get all that going. Yeah, I completely missed the mark on that. I am just completely like right now just going, whoa, it's kind of cool. We're going to get to that conversation in a minute. But real quick, today is the 2nd. There's a lot of things happening this week, okay? Number one, sorry for yesterday. I just, my days are just, I have so much going on. So I didn't get a chance to get in here and talk to you guys. I know I haven't been around on Discord very often. A lot of stuff is automated that goes over there. So if it looks like I'm active, sometimes it's just the algorithm pulling certain stories and putting them up there for you. But I do post a lot of stuff myself there. So I did see that you guys are pretty active over there. So thank you for keeping that up and moving. Today marks, I think, the open, I'm just going to touch on this briefly, just because this is what we do, even though most of us don't really give a shit about Call of Duty anymore. But Call of Duty's early access beta starts today sometime. I'm assuming 1 o'clock because I don't see anyone streaming it right now. There's a lot of waiting room bullshit going on right now, but I have no idea. Let's go. I just got a brand new jacket. It's super warm, just in time for the season. Hell yeah, man! Stay warm. Stay warm out there. Hell yeah. So I'm still on their mailing list because remember, once upon a time I was a Call of Duty fanboy back in the day when the games were great. So I'm still on their mailing list, and they sent me something this morning that really got my attention, and I'm like, whoa. And of course, I had to scroll all the way to the bottom of this email to see what it was, and it ended up just being a kind of a story. But there is a new version of DMZ coming out. Has anyone seen this? Has anyone heard this? It's called DMZ Recon. Crickets. Just fucking crickets. I love it. DMZ is coming back to Call of Duty Mobile. Yeah. I got bamboozled pretty quickly on that one. I'm like, what? No way. Sure enough, it is only going to be available on Call of Duty Mobile, which I thought was dead. I thought died several years ago. Apparently, they're celebrating its 6th birthday. Whatever. Whatever. For those that play mobile games, I don't know. I don't play mobile games. I never really have. I played PUBG Mobile a couple of times. I don't like the screen controls. It's just not for me. Not for me. I don't like mobile gaming. And when I'm on the road, I'm usually driving. I'm not playing games. So there's never really a time where I sit down and go, boy, I can play a mobile game right now. Never. And if I do, it's usually for just a few minutes sitting in a doctor's office or something, or waiting on a kid in a car or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't have time to be playing full DMZ or Warzone matches on my phone. Couple minutes to scroll through and see what all the crazies are talking about on Facebook and checking out news for Discord. And that's it. That's pretty much what, that's what I use my phone for. Actually, I don't even know where my phone is. Oops. That's how much I give a shit about my phone. I don't even know where it's at. Negative. Okay. Yeah, free. Yeah. Oh my is right. New DMZ is mobile only. Are they trying to loosen the money? Yes. They are. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I don't know. Who's running the show over there, dude? Who's running the show? I don't know. Definitely not. I have coworkers that play that. You think, but the mobile market is bigger than we realize. It is, but you got to remember that majority of the mobile market is in Asia. Again, Asians blow the doors off of the gaming market. We are nothing to them. Everyone is attached to a device over there. We think we have problems here. Everybody in the Asian market, man, India especially, everybody's on their phones, man. People buy phones just to play games. They have 2 phones. They have one that they make phone calls and texts on, and then they have a dedicated phone for just playing games. That's how crazy it is, man. That was a quarter to half the reason Microsoft bought out Active. Oh yeah, you got to go where the money is. I mean, what do you guys think about? And I was going to make this a headline, but what do you guys think about EA being bought out by Saudi billionaires? How do you guys feel about that? Do you think anything will change? Do you guys know what their game plan is? Have you guys heard what their plan is to recoup that $55 billion they spent on EA? This is, and he's not here, and I hopefully watch the VOD later, but this is the big problem Metal Josh had with the video game industry going into AI, is that all these artists are going to lose their jobs. That's what's going to happen. They already said it. They're going to use this AI program to replace as many jobs as possible. They're going to rely heavily on AI to make games now. So just assume that there's going to be a shit ton of fucking job firings from EA in the first couple of weeks. A lot of people are going away. Now, does this help? Does this help your view of EA? Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of at this point doesn't really care for EA. Ubisoft is a really close second. Do you think they're in better hands now, or do you think we're going to get more quality bullshit down the road? I don't know, man. It's a toughie for me. I don't know how to even feel about that. But there's really no EA games that I play. So I don't really know how it'll affect me, because I don't really play many EA games. So I don't know. But it sounds like it may not be a good idea. I don't know. I know they were in trouble. I know they've been in trouble for a while. So it's probably a necessity. But I don't know, man. As Tencent gets bigger and buys up the entire world, and now we have the Saudis involved in this racket. I don't know, man. Only time will tell. I was just curious to see what you guys thought about that. I think that's fine. They already own a majority share. Yeah, but now they can really do what they want to do. They don't have to argue with the board and deal with that. You know, they can just do whatever the fuck they want now because they own it. There's going to be a lot of let goes, but we are the priority. Logically, if you buy a computer and change everything so the customers don't like it, you're just losing money. So what was the point? Who buys to lose? Well, I mean, obviously they want to win, but their goal, how they get there, is going to be to cut jobs and put more AI in place. This is one of the major concerns with AI that we don't have any control over, really. We're just going to have to adapt to it. There's no fighting back. AI is here. AI is going to take over our lives, and it's going to get bad before it gets better. But this is another step in that direction, another big step into the AI direction. So the only thing that changes is that they are now going to be private and not have shareholders to answer to. I mean, that's the top level of, but as you funnel down, you're going to see that a lot of things are going to change. I'm interested in 3, 4, 5 months from now hearing stories of people that have exited the company, whether willingly or unwillingly, and what they have to say about this. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, I'm not really affected by it because I don't play many EA games. There's not many out there for me. So success was the worst thing to happen to games, and everyone is trying to hyper optimize the profits, and everyone is trying to buy shit up for that reason. And AI slop is not going to make it better. Yeah, I mean, it's a business like anything else. I mean, it was laughed at, in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 80s. It was just like a hobby. 90s, it was kind of laughed at. And then they were like, okay, well, no, there is money to be made in here. Let's start getting involved in this. And the last 20 years has been a lot of big companies taking over the little guys to make that profit. This is a huge industry. Games is a huge industry. So I don't know. We'll see as time goes on, but I don't know. I don't know there's pros and cons. At the end of the day, I don't know if it's going to be beneficial for everyone involved. And then what happens, what happens if, EA starts going down and games don't start selling, and, what happens then? Do they try to offset it? Will heads roll? I mean, I don't know. Good morning, Ink and Skin. I hope you hang out here for another minute or two, Ink, because I have a conversation I would like you to be involved in. So if you're not, no big deal. But just, I got something coming up here in a minute that I think that you should be involved in, if you have time. Yeah, just met. Okay. I took the day off, so I'm here. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna get to that next. I don't know. I just wanted you guys, if you didn't know, I just want you guys to know, but it's all over the news right now. So EA has been acquired by a handful of I think it's 3 different entities. Majority is the Saudis, but they're Jared Kushner. You guys remember that guy? One of his companies, Dynamic or something like that. It's got some yeah. He's involved as well. One of his companies is involved, and there's a third as well. So I don't know how things are gonna play out here, but this is important stuff. Whenever like big acquisitions are made, we saw what happened with Activision when after Microsoft was allowed to pick them up. We're still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with a lot of that, but we immediately a lot of job firings, But I don't know. I mean, that's what happens in some of these corporations. They corporate takeovers, and then they flush the toilet. They they trim the fat, get rid of all, and then they start rebuilding and stuff. So I mean, it's just corporate structuring, but it kind of looks bad. It kind of looks bad via some optics, So I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell with EA, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Anywho. It's the second biggest purchase in history. That's cool to be a part of. Yeah. I mean, it is if you're one of the billionaires, if you're one of the guys involved in that. But we as little guys, we only worry about the fallout because we're not affected by them financially. Only if they raise game prices. But again, I mean, that's a different conversation. Where these things really don't have anything to do with us at all, except for what they are going to present to us for purchase down the road. Will this give us better purchases? Will this get us worse purchases? Will we not purchase anything because we can't afford to? I don't, that's these are all the questions to ask ourselves. And that kind of segues into what I want to really get at today. And that is the Game Pass Ultimate price change. Okay. Everyone's seen this. I know that a lot of you guys were talking about this. I saw this in Discord yesterday. I didn't get a chance to chime in, so I figured I would dedicate part of the morning to talking about this situation. Okay. I know there's a lot of uproar. Just like anything else, when a price goes up, people immediately flock to the cancellation page, to the point where apparently their page went down yesterday because so many people were trying to cancel their subscription service to Game Pass Ultimate, which is right here. All right. So you guys kind of know pretty much what happened. The price has gone up another $10, 50%, another $10. So the price now is $30 a month, which is, when you add it all up, it's another $120 a year for Game Pass Ultimate. Now, I did get an email on this from Microsoft themselves, Xbox or whatnot. My screen is not working. Fantastic. They are unleashing a lot of shit on us now, and they're giving more benefits. I guess they should have talked about the fucking benefits before they talked about the price change, but that's all anyone's really focused on right now. And I'm not defending them by any means. I'm just saying it's not just a $10 increase and that's it. Like we get with streaming services, like movie video streaming services. Their prices just go up. Sorry guys, inflation, we're charging an extra $5-10. Game Pass Ultimate is going up in price, yes, but they're giving you a lot more for your, and if I can get my screen to work, I'm going to take a look here. There it is. Okay. So they have dumped Ubisoft Plus, all of their games on us. So overnight, they gave us an additional like 30 or 40 games. Far Cry 3, all the Far Cries basically, all the Assassin's Creed games, Skull and Bones. You guys remember that game? I got like 40 hours out of the game, out of the all the betas and the free trials and all that shit. It was, it was all right. It was a pirate game. It was lacking in so many areas. That was the self-proclaimed quadruple A game that everyone forgot about because it was so great. Yeah, remember that game? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Smokey, good morning. So glad I redeemed another 3 months with reward points on Tuesday. There you go. So they've given a lot of games here. The Crew, there's a lot of I'm gonna play a handful of these. Monopoly, Uno, South Park games, The Division. I don't see Division 2 in here. That's too bad. Where was Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know if you guys were into that. I was going to utilize my wife's Steam account so I could try to play it and stream it for you guys over here. I don't know if anybody would be even interested in that game now, but we have access to that now. In one of the big ones, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This is a game that a lot of people have been trying to get me to buy, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm tired of buying games. I just, I like, having my streaming services or whatever. So now I have access to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So we're definitely going to try that out one day. I haven't played a Ghost Recon game in many a year, so we'll see how that plays out. But we have plenty of games here now. If you downgrade to the premium, you do not. It looks like you do not. It's some of it's kind of confusing, but it looks like you do not get day one games anymore. You get them within the first year, which means to me is that when a game releases, you'll get it 364 days after release. So I don't really know exactly where everything is going, but there's one thing it looks like they're trying to hide. And this is for my console brethren. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to figure it out. I apologize. But PC Game Pass is still available. I don't see anything about them getting rid of it, but it's not easy to find. You have to go out looking for it. When you go to the Game Pass webpage, it's just the 3 options: Core, Premium, and Ultimate. Now, PC Game Pass is still available because I was able to get into it earlier and change my subscription. I haven't done so yet because I still want access to these games. Mine doesn't re-up until like the 21st. So I got plenty of time to play some of these games before I decide what I'm going to do. And I'm trying to get more information, but it looks like PC Game Pass, we're not going to lose much. It'll just be $5 cheaper than what we're normally paying. I don't see any downside unless anyone can tell me. I only did some quick research this morning, and it looks like we still get the day one releases. We multiplayer stuff. We lose the ability to play Ubisoft Plus games. So these games I was just talking about, these 30 or 40 that were just dropped on us today, those will go away. But if I can keep what I have, because we don't use consoles in this house anymore. Nobody uses consoles, so I don't even need the Ultimate. If PC Game Pass gives me everything that I already have, and I'm not really missing out on anything, I think it's a win-win. I think it's a win. I really do. Xbox. I had a deep dive as an Xbox person. That was the value of it. Day one games for $15 a month. Yeah. You can't get new PC Game Pass, but you can keep it if you have it. They also put really small print Call of Duty titles are only available in Ultimate tier. That's a big L. If you play Call of Duty, if you're a Call of Duty player, which I think a lot of us we're to the point now where I personally I can't speak for a lot of you, but I know there are people in here that talk about fuck Call of Duty anymore, but I don't really give a shit anymore. I only play the campaigns. I really don't care about any of that until DMZ comes back, which it never will. I don't really care. But all these other games that they're coming out, like Outer Worlds 2, I want to have that day one. You know, there's a lot of day one games. Indiana Jones, I did buy the deluxe version of that, but still, like, having that day one is crucial to me. There isn't any other games on Game Pass that I am willing to pay $16 a month to play that have been out for a while. I'm paying for the newest, the most recent games. That's what I want to play. And then if I get bored with those, then I can go back to the back catalog and start playing games. But I don't want to have access to older games that I'm typically not going to play for that $16 a month. I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at. But I don't know. For the rest of you guys, are you guys going to continue paying the money? I mean, it's our hobby, right? So I mean, we're willing to put our hard-earned money at these things because this is what we do in our spare time. Just like anybody else. Everybody has their hobbies, you know? So it's just a matter of how much money are you willing to put towards your hobby? I'm going to try PC Game Pass. I'm going to switch over and I'm going to check that out because I don't see. I'm going to do a little more research and I'm going to just double check, triple check, all that good stuff. But I already own a lot of these Assassin's Creed games and a lot of these Ubisoft games in general. So there's not a lot of value there for me, but for anybody else that doesn't have access to these, it might be worth it. I don't know. Or maybe just keep the core, and then whenever a new game comes out for that month, you switch over. I don't know. I did that for Ubisoft Plus a couple times. I paid, what was it, $15 to have Ubisoft Plus for a month. That way I was able to play the Assassin's Creed Mirage. Whenever a new game came out that I was interested in, I would pay there for that 1 month. Because, I mean, it's like renting a game. Remember game rentals? Remember GameFly? Shit, you remember when games came on disc? Remember those things, those round things that you'd put in your console? And you could play games? Yeah, those were the days, huh? Now it doesn't matter, because even if you have a disc, you're just required to have the disc and the drive, but you still have to be online to play 90% of the games that you have. So playing them offline isn't really even a thing anymore. I thought you lose EA Ubi day one if you don't have Ultimate. Yes, for console players. I'm talking about PC Game Pass. I don't see where you lose. You only lose the Ubisoft Plus from what I can see on PC Game Pass. For console people, yes, you lose pretty much everything. You get the day one games, but within a year of the release. You don't get them on day one, but you still get them within the first year. Where core players, you'll get them when you get them, probably 2-3 years down the road. Core is basically just to give you the option, the ability to play multiplayer, right? Isn't that what it is? Isn't that what the whole thing is? It's just basically Xbox Live. The original Xbox Live that came out 23 years ago. That's pretty much what it is. It just gives you access to multiplayer gaming. Premium gives you access to that, and then newer games, and then Ultimate gives you like fucking everything. So, lots of people still do, even if we don't. Even PC Pass, it's equal to premium. Gotcha. Well, that's weird that premium would be the same price as PC Game Pass. There's got to be some incentive there, because if you're on PC Game Pass, hypothetically, you're not using a console. So there's got to be as much value as there is on console as there on PC to ask for the same price. I don't know. Ink it's getting canceled yesterday. The website was indeed crashing. IGN did a poll, and almost 50% of people said they canceled. Wow. Wow. You went down to the $10, so you're on the core. Well, 50% is canceling. It's over. They all have Game Pass. All have multiplayer. There's no day one game right now that I haven't tried or waiting for. Plus, all bundles is for cloud, console, and PC. Gotcha. I don't care about cloud gaming. I mean, I've tried it a couple times. Yeah, it's all right, but I don't prefer to. I prefer to sit here at my desk and play games. Trying to play on TV, unless it's something like Hitman, non-competitive, non-twitchy shooter, I can't play on a TV, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't with all the input lag and yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't understand. I don't get it. But whatever. It is what it is. But I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. I have to look at it, because it's all confusing. They keep changing the names of all these tiers, and I don't know. It's just crazy to me. So it sounds like majority of you guys are canceling. Is that where we're at? So go down to the $10 a month, and that all that gets you basically is some older games and the ability to play online. Which again, we've since online play, we've always had this where you had to play for your online play. Unless you're on PC, that's a different story. But I'm racking my brain here. I'm trying to think of a game that I was really into. Maybe you guys can help me remember. My memory is not as good as it used to be. I'm trying to think of a game on Game Pass that I've been really enthralled with. Firebreak? Maybe Firebreak. That was the last one that I really got into. And that I played for a week. Man, I had a lot of fun with it, and then we hit a wall, and that was it. I can't think of anything else on this list here that has come out recently. As a matter of fact, I have several games over here that I've downloaded and intended to play and have not. I Am Your Beast. I've had Stalker on here since it came out last November. I still haven't deleted it. I go back and play it from time to time. But again, not a game that if I lost access to it, I would be upset not being able to play. Every other game that comes out, I typically go through, I beat it, and I'm done. So I think it's one of those things where we do this with the wife, and I do this with some streaming services as well. When there is a lull in content, or like a new show comes out, but it's a weekly thing, we'll cancel the service. Paramount Plus is the one we cancel all the time. We'll cancel it, and we'll wait for the show to have all the episodes out, and then we'll get it for a month. We'll binge all the episodes, see if there's anything else new on there, and then we'll cancel it again. It's just kind of, you got to play the game. And I think a lot of people are going to do that with Game Pass. Right now, everyone's pissed. Fuck this. It's a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. Games are already expensive. America is, all the inflation has increased immensely since the beginning of the year. Everything is way more expensive than it used to be. So it's also just people just can't afford it. Right now, people have to focus on their bills and paying their consumers' bills, and what I'm saying, like, so asking an extra $10, it doesn't seem like much to a big company, but when you look at the economy and what's going on in the country right now, it is a lot to ask. I would have gone with $5. I would have tried 5 first and try to squeeze a little bit more out, and then maybe in a year's time, if things start to calm down in the economy, which I think we all hope it does, then you ask for another $5. But right now, that's a lot to ask. We're going into Christmas right now. And again, there's a lot of people that are behind their bills. Credit card fucking interest rates are through the fucking roof. It's not a good time to ask for more money for something. I don't know. But maybe this is a wake-up call for a lot of us. Maybe this is a, hey, maybe I should be focused more on making sure that my livelihood is than playing video games. I don't know. And I'm not trying to shame anybody, but I don't know. I kind of see it from a lot of different angles, because there's, in my family and the people that I talk to, I see a lot of different people, a lot of different income levels, and it's different. People at different income levels are saying different things right now, and which I get. I understand that. But if 50% of current Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers cancel, that's bad. Try to do the math here real quick. That's bad. That's not very good, right, for them. So what do you do in that case? Do you, sorry, that was a typo. It's actually only $25. How many of you guys would go back? Ink and Skin, this is a good question for you. If they lowered it $5, oops, my bad, sorry, it's only 25, not $30. Would you go back? Would you re-enlist with the Game Pass? Might bite the bullet and play OG split screen or system link. There you go. Looks like your PC bundle is to Ultimate, but remove every sub but EA. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that because I don't use anything else. I very rarely use Ubisoft for anything via Game Pass. EA, the last thing I used for EA, shit, let me pull this up real quick. Let me just take a look. What do I even play on EA? I played Battlefield 2042 just to unlock the Battlefield 6 stuff. That's it. Which Battlefield 2042 is a piece of flaming dog shit, by the way. One of the worst fucking multiplayer games I've ever played in my life. Skate. Okay, so that you lose access to Skate, which I mean, that's a free-to-play game anyhow, so it doesn't matter. I don't need EA for that. Yeah, I don't, nothing. I don't have, let's see, there's nothing in here that, and I own every Battlefield game ever made. All the Crysis, Dead Space, all the Mass Effects, Medal of Honor games. I have everything I need. The Jedi Survivor games, except for Fallen Order, which I don't like. I didn't really care for that one anyhow. I don't really see anything. And my coveted Titanfall games. There's nothing on EA that I'm even interested in. I mean, the wife uses my EA account to play Sims, which, by the way, a new Sims pack comes out today. She'll be playing that tonight. I can't wait for her to get home because she thinks she's not getting it. She should know better at this point. I always buy it for her. So I'm not going to have my Sims to play tonight. Kind of bummed. She knows. But anyhow, there's nothing on EA and there's really nothing on Ubisoft that I'm really that interested in. So I don't know if, I think PC Game Pass for me particularly, it just kind of works. No Ubi, Fort, frack these new games. Get the better deal. It's also such a big issue because this is right behind the second time they have raised console price, and after they tried to justify $80 games. I agree. I mean, just like everything else in this country right now, the economy and everything, prices are just going up. Inflation's hitting us really fucking hard this year. I mean, whatever side of the aisle you're on politically, you can agree that no matter what, this year has been tougher than most. It's been a toughie, guys. Hey, yeah, is this the 1-800-BEATDOWN hotline? It is. First caller. What's going on? Oh, you do also only earn $50 a year. Ultimate earns $100 yearly. I don't know how. I don't. They took away a lot of those quests and shit and now it's taking me 90 days to earn $10. But again, I don't go in like you have to play a PC game every day. You have to play a console game every day. You have to play the Jewel game. You have to do so many searches on. It's a lot of work. So I don't know. I know that is a selling point. I mean, I come from sales. I get it. Even the smallest fucking thing is a sales point. I get it. But it's not a big piece of Game Pass for me anyhow. Inkus says no, $20 is your limit. That's it. Anything over 20 and go fuck yourself, basically. Which we like saying that to big companies around here. until they start suing me, and then at that point they're my best friend, and I'll say anything to get out of a lawsuit. 50% increases in premium, 50% decrease in sub seems like the same. Ready for those new crime scene maps? I am, Deja. I am. I did see that. I'm excited. I do like that game. I really do. Sell me a beatdown. Well, you're already here. You're already here, which means that I already grabbed your attention for some reason or another. So right there is the sales point. We do a lot of on Twitch. You do a lot of channel surfing. A lot of channel surfing. Next. And every once in a while you stop and you're like, wait a second. I'm going to watch this guy for a minute, or girl. The only other way I can get more people here is if I showed a low cleavage, which I may end up doing here. We'll see what happens. I'm looking for those super V-neck shirts. You know? I saw PlayStation Plus when they did this as well. PC has just turned into the next best thing after how things went with that. I can't keep up with paying Game Pass and Ultimate, etc. Yeah, but I've always been a PC boy. Got you there. Yeah, I mean, I'm on PC indefinitely now. I have no interest in consoles anymore. I've always been both. I've always had a PC. I've always had a console because I mean, playing games for the last 30 years. Some games were available on both. Some games were only available on PC. Some games were only available on console. But it wasn't like it is now where all games are released for all platforms. In the mid 2000s, I mean, I had a console so I can play Gears of War. And then I also had a PC so I could play Battlefield 2. Half-Life 2. I mean, there was a lot of PC games that weren't available on console. And that's why I had both. The last time I had both before now was in early 2010s, Titanfall. I had a fucking PC to play Titanfall, even though that was available on console. But I mean, mouse and key there's no yeah. So I had my PC for certain games, and then I also had my console to play other games as well. But I didn't buy the Xbox One. I did not buy day one because I had a PC at the time and I didn't give a shit. I didn't care. My kids, a year later, I got it for them for Christmas because they wanted the console, but I didn't really care. And they didn't even really play the Xbox One. They got it for Christmas. They played a handful of games. I used the Xbox. I went back to Xbox One when Halo 5 came out. That's ultimately what I was doing, was using the console to play Halo 5 because it wasn't available on PC. Forge went to PC later, but not the full game. Anyhow, that's a completely different topic. But I'm a PC boy through and through. I always have been, and now I don't have. There's no incentive for me to own a console. There's absolutely none. There's nothing there. So, and everybody in my family, everybody, including my wife, we're all on PC now. So not one person in the house utilizes a console. So I don't even need Game Pass anymore for Xbox. So that's why I'm going to make the switch over to PC. I'm just trying to figure out if there's enough value between PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I don't think there is. That's like $15 jump for me, because I think right now PC Game Pass is $15, $16, something like that. So I don't know. I was telling the wife, because she's like, just do it. This is what you do. It is your thing. And I just can't. And an extra $120 a year in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money, but it's just hard to that's 2 games. That's 2 full games I could buy. I don't. And there's not many games that are coming out in the next year that I'm going to buy. 007 is the one game I'm definitely going to buy. Exoborn, when that comes out, I'm definitely buying that. Other than that, there's no games out there that I'm interested in purchasing. And that's why the Game Pass comes in so handy, is because I can play these games like it's a rental service. And then when I'm done with it, I move on to the next game. So I'm just paying for access to the games. But I don't know if there's enough games out there for me to be interested in paying $30 a month if I'm not playing enough games on. I play Steam games mainly. So that's tough, man. It's a tough, for you console boys, I think that it's still a decent value because you have access to everything. Like the world is open up to you. But if you're not going to go through and play a lot of these older games and you're only looking for newer games to play, save your money and just buy them. Because, I mean, Inkitskin saying it's at $360 a year. So, how many games could you buy during the year that are already on your radar and you could still save money? So it's just all about like what you're going to play. Even if it was $25, it's partly the price, but the whole rework of all the package. The past only this pack had Game Pass, this pack had multiplayer, then this pack had both. So cool, I want both. But now all of them give Game Pass and multiplayer, so it comes down to what games I have access to, and most games at the moment I own. So exactly. So for you, it makes sense to go with core. Yeah, I get it. That way you still have access to your multiplayer. Where I'm on PC, so I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay for multiplayer. So I don't even need Game Pass. There's one thing, and I know this is ridiculous, and it's FOMO. I get it, fear of missing out. I have been an Xbox Live customer since within the first year of it releasing back in 2020 or 2003. So it's hard for me to give that up, to see that badge 20-year subscriber and go, dude, I can make it to 30 years. I'm so close. But I mean, do I really want to pay extra money for a badge that no one really gives a shit about? And it's only I really see it and care about it, you know? Like, that's kind of a weird flex. Like, 20-year subscriber, baby, let's go. Like, people are like, who cares? look at this old guy, you know? No one gives a shit. No one cares. Plus Ultimate was the only bundle with in-game benefits for Riot and free to play games too, but now all bundles still have you the perks. If they cut the perk system at 15, I would have done 15. I got you. So the perks. So the perk system is something that applies to you. Then I get the PUBG stuff, even though I don't play PUBG anymore, and I probably won't. I still do some of the perks, but a lot of them don't really apply to games that I play, and a lot of them, if you guys will notice, you have to actually play it on Xbox in order to get some of the bundles, the perk stuff. You can't just put in a code and get it like on your account. You actually have to play it through Xbox. I don't know. Again, something that's not really for me. If they're $80 to $100, Ultimate also allows cloud gaming on 4K Fire Sticks. Yeah. And another thing that doesn't really apply to me, because I don't play video games on TV. I've done it a couple times. I'll tell you one of the cool experiences that I did is I have one of these Oculuses, thanks to Big Al Mac. He gave me an Oculus 2, I think is what it is. Now I sat on my couch and I played some games, some Xbox Game Pass cloud games streaming to the headset. That was kind of cool, you know. I guess if the wife was watching a show and I didn't have a computer, I would just sit in the chair and I'd play games, But again, that doesn't really apply to me. But that's a good selling point. That is a good selling point. Cloud gaming is huge right now. There's a lot of people that utilize it. So these are other people that will stick with the program for that. And that is nice, Quake. That is that you don't need an Xbox. The Fire Stick. It's available on certain TVs. My Samsung TV has access to it. Samsung got rid of Steam Link a couple of years ago, which I don't understand why. I loved that fucking program. I used it all the time. I played God of War on my TV. I say that, now, but I play God of War on my TV to show my wife, upscaling and how, things are upscaled and how to tell when things are upscaled when you get really close to the picture and stuff like that. And it looked amazing on TV. You can definitely tell upscaling, but anyhow, look at this old fart. Speaking of Uncle Bubba, this is one of the guys I was telling you about earlier that said, fuck Call of Duty and walked away. Uncle Bubba was there. He was the guy. He was Call of Duty guy. And he just had enough of it. And he just walked away. like a bad relationship, just said fuck you and walked away. And I'm proud of you, Bubba. I'm proud of you. Bubba, did you see that DMZ's coming back out again? Did you see it? I'll leave that there for a minute. I'll let that fester with him for a minute or two. 'Don't be so hard on yourself. 1975. Is that when you were born? Man, you don't look it. You don't look it, brother. I thought you were my age. I knew Uncle Bubba was an old man. I knew he was an old guy. I've seen pictures of that guy. He's an old guy. I'm kidding. Fuck God, I'm done with the insanity. But wait, he heard DMZ, so let's see what he says now. Fuck God, DMZ 2? No. This is called, look it up. I'm not lying. I'm 100% honest with you. DMZ Recon. Go look it up right now. And when you see it, you'll get a good chuckle, and then you come back here and tell me to go fuck myself. Oh, Uncle Bubba's fitty. He's fitty, man. Driving a vet, that also shows your age. That made my day. We're going to ruin his day. Yes, we are. Yes, fuck COD for DMZ. Go look it up. I'm not lying. DMZ Recon. Go look it up right now. Have you heard to superhero stupidness? I know. That was one of the main reasons that Call of Duty just kind of just lost their way. But you knew it was coming back. Did you Google it? Go. I can't even keep a straight face. Did you Google it yet? I'm having too much fun, guys. We'll let him figure this out in a minute or two. He's still burned. He's still on fire. He's pissed. God damn them motherfuckers. I can just hear his voice right now. God damn it. God damn it, beat down. So, Bubba, real quick, the other day someone brought up the fact that I drove you out of bounds in Call of Duty. I had to go back and find that clip. That was so funny. But anyhow, yes, go Google it. Look it up right now. I swear it to you. Yes. Oh my God, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Okay. So until I have Game Pass Ultimate until the 21st. So I have some time to do some research. Okay. And it sounds like a lot of you guys are doing this with me on the fly, and there's pros and cons and this and that. I don't need much to keep me happy. I just need access to some of the, I really just want access to the newest games. I don't care about the back catalog. I don't really care about much of that crap. I have until the 21st, so I'm going to play a bunch of these games. I'm going to try Hogwarts Legacy. My wife owns it, so I can go play that anytime I want. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is probably the one big title in here that I haven't played that I'm interested in playing. So we are definitely going to be doing a Breakpoint day. So for any of you Breakpoint people out there, I will give you some notice in Discord. I would love for you guys to be here so you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong and where to go and what to do. So other than that, I don't really see a whole. I played every Assassin's Creed. I am a little interested in going back and playing Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered because that is one Assassin's Creed game I never finished. As far as I remember. I got really far into it, but I don't think I ever finished the game. All the other ones I have. Assassin's Creed Rogue, that was a great game. That one you play as a bad guy. You switch teams basically, and that's a remastered version on here too. So there's a lot of games on here that I am interested in playing. But most of the stuff I'll be done with by the 21st, and then if it goes away, it goes away. I don't really care. So if DMZ is coming back, they will fuck it up. Yeah, have you looked yet? GPU for me through the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, if you weren't paying that extra money, you could put that towards upgrades to your PC or to your console, get a new controller. I mean, that's just, it's got to be worth it for you. So everyone needs to, yeah, it's upsetting. Yeah, we hate when prices go up. I don't know if you guys heard, but across the country here in Michigan, our electric companies, our power companies, have been given the go-ahead to raise prices again. And when? November, when we start turning on our fucking heaters again. So everything is going up in price. Everything. You're best off with the $15. You don't need Ubi and Fortnite crew. Yeah. I think that's where I'm going to land. Other than that, I don't think there's any other differences, and I'd rather save the money. All right, since Uncle Bubba won't look it up himself, DMZ Recon is a game mode that's only going to Call of Duty Mobile. That's the gimmick. That's the thing. So Call of Duty Mobile, which most of us here, I'm not going to speak for you again. Sorry. Me and some of us here thought that this shit died out. I thought Call of Duty Mobile died. Didn't you guys? I mean, didn't they announce that they were shutting down servers for it years ago? I don't know. I have no idea. So anyhow, they're celebrating the 6th birthday. So obviously it didn't die. And that's one of the modes. I got an email with that as the headline from Call of Duty. And I had to scroll all the way to the bottom. And then there it was, plain as day. It is a new DMZ experience for mobile players only. That's it. So Uncle Bubba, you were right. DMZ did come back. I was wrong, folks. I was wrong. I'm going to clip that for you guys. There you go. Did it work? Good. Okay. Me saying I'm wrong. I love this. The URL for that clip says habanero red on it. Remember when I did the one chip challenge? That was fun. COD fucked up as usual. Amen, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Instead of bringing it back for all the people that want it on console, they're giving it to the mobile players, which I don't know what their numbers are over there. We know that mobile gaming is huge in certain countries. I don't think it's big here. I could be wrong. I've been wrong once before. My wife will tell you more than that, but you know, that's a different story. So I don't really know. I don't know. I wish you were right. I don't count mobile games. I talk about this all the time. I also don't really, I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. Switch is making a comeback. It really is. I just don't see Switch as a viable competitor in the gaming market. It is what it is. It's a niche system for certain people. My kids, just so you guys know, 2 out of my 3 kids that still live at home have Switches and they don't ever use them, ever. My son uses his from time to time because he works midnights, but more times than not, I see him carrying his old Xbox One and a monitor. And he's holding it and he's like, oh, I'm going to work and go play some Oblivion tonight. High Life 2 is on beta? What? Shut up, Bubba. I'm gonna look this up. It's on beta where? Do I want in on it? Yeah. I fucking love High Life, dude. Yeah. And then I even streamed when their DLC came out, High on Knife with Knifey, the Australian fucking dagger. Your stepbrother's a dev. Uncle Bubba, what are you doing? Bro, put my name in there. Put my name in the hat, bro. Come on. Is he a dev for Squanch Games? Or is he a dev for somebody that's porting the game to other platforms? Does your stepbrother really work for Squanch? That's awesome, dude. Wow. Okay. I want in, bro. I want in. I thought it was something like in Steam that I can go. There you go. High on Knife 2. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing in here. I'm going to get on beta. Yes, he works for Game Creator. Uncle Bubba, my dearest friend, if you could hook me up, I would be very, very excited and very happy. My fellow Michigander friend. Old wise one. Yeah, seriously, if you can get me in on that, man, the first one was amazing. I was addicted to that game. You couldn't get me to give up Game Pass at that point. I loved it. And then when the whole Justin Roiland thing happened, and they end up changing they got rid of the Morty voice. They still did a good job with it. Did a good job. But the game is amazing, absolutely amazing, especially for their first outing. I'm going to get I love watching the TV in the house. Yes. And then there was one out in the desert area. There was a it was a theater that you had to do something to, this thing would pop up out of the sand, and you can go in there, you can watch a full-length movie in there. There was a movie that played in the house. I think there was a total of 3 different movies that you could watch from start to end. The only thing they needed to give us was the ability to fast forward, rewind, and pause the movie. Because I would have sat there and watched the whole thing. And at one point I sat there for like 45 minutes and watched one of the movies. And then I kind of got bored and I moved on. But when I went back, I was like, I hope it starts where I left off. It didn't start at the very beginning again. I'm like, no. But I would love to have access to that. Maybe this time around they will do that. But it was 3 like fucking crazy bonkers movies that were actual releases. They were actual movies. They weren't made for just this. I think it was great. The whole game was great. There's a couple I had a couple things I would have changed, but for the most part, it was 90% incredible. So anyhow, he worked for Blizzard Game at one point. Yes, I'll get you info. What platform? PC. PC. You know, if they need people for Xbox, I'm willing to do that, but I prefer PC. But if it's a no you can't, or yes you can only on Xbox, I'll take the Xbox. I'll take what I can get. I ain't gonna cry about it. But preferred PC. If they need to know my deets and all that shit, I can send them all that. Just send me a link, brother. Whatever I need to do, I'd love to be involved in that. So thank you, man. Buddy was playing that live yesterday, and one of the movies had Paul Walker in it. Yeah, that's it was in that also the trying to remember her name, Denise Richards. That was the dinosaur. It was the dinosaur horror game or horror movie thing. Yeah, I remember that one. But it was Denise Richards, Paul Walker, and then there was another guy in there. Became a whole discussion. Yeah, they want PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Okay, I prefer PC. Yes, let your balls go. So with all this Xbox news, PUBG, November 13th. November 13th. I'm holding firm to that. I will be going back on November 13th. I'm gonna try to get the old people back. Pat no longer. He doesn't play video games at all anymore, and his Xbox is gone. So Pat's gone. It'll probably end up being Peak and maybe Rick James. I don't know if Rick plays anymore. I know Peak still plays to a certain extent. So I'm gonna try to get these guys involved. We'll see what happens. So. Tammy and the T-Rex, that's what it was. Yes, yep. So you're going to buy 1 month in November? Oh, fuck, the play online. I forgot about that, yeah. I might have to then. Good call. I didn't even think of that. One thing, BD, we got to play? I will. You mean you and I will play? Is there co-op? Tell me there's co-op, you son of a bitch. That'd be fucking badass. Or you mean we have to play, if we're in the beta, we have to play it and give feedback. That's fine. I'm in the Exoborn beta right now, and I've been playing the shit out of it. And I gave the devs some insight yesterday, and I got more thumbs up on that than I get on most of my fucking YouTube videos. So I'm pretty stoked that they're actually finally a company that's really listening to things. So if I'm in a beta, bro, I give it my all, except for Skate. I didn't really do a good job with Skate. I'm sorry. But anyhow, yeah, I will 100% play and give feedback. So. I'm very vocal. As you can already tell, I'm very vocal. Probably the $10. Yeah, I will. For a month, for just to play for a couple days, that's fine. I'm down with that. I'll probably have to go Ultimate that month because I don't know if I could, because I don't want to lose PC access to. Yeah, somewhere in there. Oh, let's see. They listen to your feedback. Good. Good. I like it. I would tell you what the feedback is that I get, but I'm not supposed to talk about it. And I don't want to lose Exoborn because again, this is going to be, in my opinion, this is going to be a fantastic extraction shooter. So and they're doing good things over there, and I'm really excited about this game. Still no idea when it's going to come out. I'm thinking probably beginning of next year, hopefully later next year, because once March 27th hits, I will be just doing that and only that for a while. So there's that. So I guess at the end of the day here, we all agree that raising the price that much was too much. Coming off of, someone said that they just raised the prices recently. Wasn't it in June or July? They raised it $5. So going $5 and then 10 within just 4 or 5 months down the road, that is pretty ballsy. That's very, very ballsy. Again, I think I would have just gone at $5 and see, just to see what happens, just to test the market and see what happens. Is that game console? Exoborn? Yes. And it's going to have crossplay and all that good stuff. Right now, I think the beta is only PC, or this current playtest is only PC. But I'm pretty sure the open beta, someone correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm pretty sure the open beta that was back in February was for everybody. Did anybody else here play, any console guys play Exoborn back in February when it was open beta for everybody? We've had three closed betas since then. One took place right after that, like a week after that one ended. They had a month-long one that ran in March, and I played the shit out of that then too. So, and then they did one in June for a couple weeks, and then they're doing one now. This one ends on Tuesday, I want to say. So either way, it's going to be a great game. I have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of ways you can play it. It's for all play styles. If you want to sneak around and be, Sam Fisher, you can. If you want to go balls to the walls and make all the noise in the world and attract everybody to you and then fight everybody, you can do that as well. I mean, it's I like it. There's a lot of gameplay there. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of work that needs to be done still. So I don't think it'll be out until maybe summer next year. So, but as long as they keep throwing the play tests at me, I'll keep doing them. And I'll keep giving them my opinions and my insight, and we'll try to build something good together. So I'm just trying to get Delta Force out of my mind. I still have a bad taste of Delta Force, but that's fine. It's been almost a year, guys. I can put that one to bed. I know. The Real Jay, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. I'm going to drink some water. Always make sure you have lemon water next to you. It's oh so good. I don't remember it on console at all because I couldn't play on PC and would have at least looked at the console side. Okay, maybe it wasn't then. Maybe it wasn't. I'm on Delta Force right now, lol. Yes, live, so I'll be back. No, that's fine, man. You have a good day. Thank you so much. Enjoy the Delta Force. I was a partner with them. I was a Delta Force partner. And I was in all the play tests and all that shit for the first 6-7 months before the game officially launched in December. But that was a company that did not listen to anybody here. They're based in Asia and they only listen to the Asian market. Kind of sucks, but oh well. Oh well. I'm not now. Bubba's got me on this high on life thing, man. Now I'm like, I just can't think of anything else. I can't focus. I might have to just end my stream. All right. I need to find my phone. First off, let's just do it this way. I have a computer in front of me. What do I need a phone for? All right, here we go. What day is it? I'll tell you guys. Today is, and this is a bright white screen, is blinding me right now. Today we celebrate a handful of things. Today is National Smarties Day. You guys remember Smarties? The little sour candies that you'd have as kids. And then when you got into, middle school, you started crushing them up on your desk. Bubba remembers. Bubba knows. National Custodial Workers Recognition For all those custodians out there, thank you. Thank you, and sorry I left my office a mess. I apologize. But you're doing good work. You'll get a nice tip on Christmas. National Name Your Car Day. How many people name their car? That's a good question. My wife named her car. I've never named a car in my life. Never. Ever. I guess I never really even thought about it. My wife names her cars. She's maybe it's a woman thing. Penguin says, name your guns. That's more our speed. Women name their cars, men name their guns. That makes sense. I named my gun Pepe Le Pew Pew. Hey, wife, go get Pepe. Someone's pulling up in the driveway. Go get Pepe. Pepe Le Pew Pew. Penguin says, snort that shit. I was leaving it free. I was letting your mind finish the rest of the story. I wasn't going to say it out loud, man. Just grab the the pixie sticks. Mm-hmm. National Fried Scallops Day. I haven't had fried scallops in a minute, and they look good on this picture. Whew. I might have to have the wife make some fried scallops soon. My stepdad and mom got a PS5, play Gran Turismo. They got a chair with steering wheel. They hook on gaming. Wow. Well, that's cool. So when they're not driving their vet around town, they can do it in the comfort of their own living room. I love it. I love it, man. Now, we were talking about these foods here. And remember a while back, we had a couple of days where there were some really good desserts. Well, I got it on my wife's case again. And I was like, hey, remember back in the day when I said we were going to get some chocolate pecan pie and you never brought it home? Can you bring it home tonight? She's actually pulled up some recipes. She's going to make the chocolate pecan pie and this spumoni. Go look up spumoni. This isn't a joke. We had those earlier, but Spumoni. Spumoni. It's not a joke. This looks like amazing dessert, and the wife said she was going to make this for me this weekend. So she already had pulled up a recipe and all that. She said she's going to hit the store, get all the ingredients, and she's going to make this for me. So I'll put this on when I do get it. I will put pictures on Discord for you guys. Number one, for proof, and number two, so you guys can, be a little jelly that I get to have some. So chocolate pecan pie and spumoni. Those are the desserts coming soon. So, exactly. What do you name your gun, Penguin? What'd you name your gun? Now I want to know. Who here has named their weapons? I think that was it for the days. That is it. Okay. Well, son of a gun. I would like to, what is this? Okay, let's go back to this real quick here. Okay, so back to the Game Pass thing. I'm just going to get this out of here for a second. Back to the Game Pass thing real quick. This email they sent me is saying that now with even more fun. Okay, so they package fun together in here. 75 plus day one games a year. So that's, what is that? Almost 2 a week? 1.5 a week, something like that. The problem is there's not enough day one games coming out that I'm interested in. Now, if I played all games and loved all games, then this is probably the value for me. But I don't know. And day one doesn't necessarily mean AAA releases. It could be an indie title that's day one release, which we see a lot of those. But again, I don't want to shit on indie releases because I personally have played several that are absolutely amazing games and I prefer over AAA games. So I don't know. I guess I'd have to see a list. Like if they could give us a list of these are the games coming out in the next year, that would help people determine, should I stay on this program or should I just save my money and buy the games when they come out? I don't know. Fortnite crew coming November. I don't know what it is. I know it has something to do with Fortnite, and that doesn't interest me one iota. So this is probably for the younger kids. No offense to anyone that plays Fortnite, but all I know is that a lot of kids play the game, including some of my kids. Most of them not anymore. But That doesn't appeal to me. I don't care. Ubisoft Classics subscription. So Ubisoft Plus Classics. Those are the games that they just dropped on us. There are a lot of games there. And if you've never played all of the Assassin's Creeds, or like Crisis, or not Crisis, Far Cry's, there's a lot of games there, and that'll keep you busy for a while. Because Assassin's Creed, those games are typically 40 plus hours. Far Cry games can far exceed that, just depending on. There's a lot of gaming there. But if you're like me and you've played pretty much every game, not much there for you. And now the big one here, I guess, is for people that are cloud players. If you are a cloud guy and you do like to stream your games to your devices, your TV, or whatever, this might be where you might want to keep it. They're saying that you're going to be getting 1440p streaming. Where is that? Hold on just a second. Let me get the. There's always an asterisk. There's always an asterisk after everything. Stream games at your are best quality with the shortest wait time. So you're put at the front of the line, so no more waiting. Whenever I go to stream a game, I always have to wait. Usually it's within a minute though. So you'll be put at the front of the line, and you'll be getting the best streaming quality. So I think that's for the cloud people. That's probably a good incentive to stick with this program. And then get up to $100 per year at the store and points, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't really apply to me either because it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a full-time job to try to get those points. 500 plus games to explore, EA Play membership, in-game benefits and topic games, online console, multiplayer. So they do talk about a couple of the games. They keep talking about this Fortnite crew, EA Play membership. New games that are coming out are included Black Ops 7, The Outer Worlds 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, which is already out, so I don't know why they're flexing on that one. I want to know about the games that are upcoming, not the ones I already have access to. So, but which those are two big games for a lot of people. Call of Duty is a big game for a lot of people. Not for me. I don't really care. If I have access to it, I'm going to play the campaign and I'm going to uninstall it. The Outer Worlds 2. Now that game I am interested in, but is it worth keeping this program just to play that game, or should I just buy the stupid thing, or should I just have it for a month, downgrade later, and play the game, beat it, and move on? Fortnite crew coming November. Get access to Fortnite Battle Pass, 1,000 V-Bucks each month and more. Okay, so for Fortnite people, I think that's a pretty good value. All those games, everything that you normally get, but now you also get the Battle Pass with 1,000 V-Bucks. Their in-game currency. Give us PUBG with 1,000 G coin every month. I'm kidding. I don't think nobody would do that. No one care. Nobody care. My 9mm is Elise. M1911 Victory Girls is beautiful. Google it. That's my dream dome. Crew gives you free battle pass, some cosmetics, and 1,000 V-Bucks. Kids play for. Yeah. So again, I think for the kids, I think this is a win for the parents. Because, there was a problem years ago, and I'm sure it's still a problem. These kids, their access would be buying things, accessing their parents' fucking debit cards and shit. And it made it so easy that at one point Epic had to give money back because of unsafe practices, allowing kids to buy things without their parents' consent. So this is kind of one of those things like, all right, Jimmy, you get this. Don't ask me for any more fucking money. You get your 1,000 every month. You get all these games. That's $30 out of my pocket a month. Leave me alone. I have access to my debit card, which is just as bad. I don't. I don't even carry a wallet anymore. My wife handles everything. Here you go, wife. No, I'm kidding. I'm very good with money. My wife, as a matter of fact, my wife always has to talk me into something. I go to a store and ready to make my purchase. I get it. I instantly have buyer's regret. Instantly. My wife has to talk me into keeping things. I could have kept that money. Fuck, what am I doing? Unless it's PC parts, I typically don't get buyer's remorse when I'm buying PC stuff. But again, that's my wheelhouse, man. That's what I do. That's my life. So I don't know. Based on this here, and then if we could compare, it'd be nice if we could compare side by side. PC Game Pass versus Ultimate. Just try that and see what happens. 5 months ago, they had a conversation about this. I want to see more. I want to see more updates here. Now that we're kind of, here we go. Here's Ultimate. Oh, there you go. Okay, you can do it side by side. You can. Okay, so what I did is type in Xbox Game Pass compare. You can go to this website here. I'll pull it up for you guys. Let's look at it together. All right, so right on their website, we can compare what we got here. So we're gonna go Game Pass Ultimate on the left, and then just PC Game Pass on the right here. So we have $30 versus $16.50. Okay. 500 plus games on console, PC, and supported devices. 300 plus games on PC. That's what I'm looking for. Play new games day they're released, including new Xbox published games, third-party games. There you go. So we still get day one releases. Fortnite Crew, not included. EA Play is included. Ubisoft Classics, not included. That's fine. Supported devices. So on all these devices here, because of cloud, only on PC. So let's see, Ultimate. So you get no cloud gaming. Yep. See, look. So our best stream quality, including 1440p on supported devices. So cloud gaming on Ultimate is going to be really is the ultimate. If you're a cloud gamer and you have a device that accepts 1440p input, that's probably going to be the way to go. But just remember, at 1440p, you're going to probably need at least a quarter of the bandwidth more to handle that. 1080p kind of struggles in certain areas, so 1440p will be going to be a little more extreme. But if you have access to it, that's the way to go. So, that's me too. Agonize over every purchase. Yes, exactly. If you have the Xbox app, there's a chart that shows all three side by side. 4K Fire Stick only allows one Xbox controller to be connected at a time, so no local multiplayer. Ah, got it. Okay. Found out the hard way after getting it for the twins for their birthday. I gotcha. Okay. So is that that's a shortcoming of the Fire Stick, not the process or the program itself. That just Fire Stick's just not compatible with multiple items, multiple controllers. So like my TV, I have a Samsung TV and it has Xbox built into it, the Xbox app or whatever. I've streamed to that and I've streamed to my Meta headset before. Both were pretty decent. But again, I won't use cloud gaming. I only did it just to kind of check it out. I have a PC in front of me. I have a console over here to the left side of me that I play Hitman, which now I got to think about that. Since Hitman is an online game only, if I lose Xbox Live, will I not be able to play Hitman anymore? Even though it's not technically multiplayer? That bums me out. That's my game. So then maybe I will take the extra $120 that I would be saving from this. Well, actually more than that, but still, and just buy the fucking PC version of the game. It has to be the Xbox PC version of the game in order for all my game save stuff to transfer over, and then just start playing on my PC. So these are things that I personally have to think about. I know that you guys all have your own situations. You guys have to kind of balance what you guys want. Some of you guys, it sounds like, are cloud gamers. Some not so much. Some want like all the new games to come out. Others do not. Some are on console only. Some of us have PC and console. So it's not just a one size fits all situation. We all have to kind of like figure out what we're going to do here. But I'm with you guys. When I saw the price was increasing an extra $10, I was like, man, this is not good. This is not a good situation. Now I got to reevaluate everything and figure out where I'm at. I have pros and cons here. There's things I wasn't thinking about earlier that now that I'm speaking out loud, talking to you guys about it, now it makes sense. Some of these games I may not be able to play anymore. Online console multiplayer. Join friends and play on. See, but this specifically says multiplayer. So that's the kind of the hard part. If it's a live service game, that requires to be online even though you're not playing multiplayer, because it isn't a multiplayer game technically, will that be taken away from us? Because they need to put that in here in writing that any game connected to online services will be affected, not just multiplayer games. Unlocking game benefits. Okay, so the benefits stay, which again, I don't use a lot of those. It's nice to have, but I don't use a lot of those. Don't really care about the rewards programs. This kind of makes sense if you buy a lot of games. You get four times the points when buying, only 2 over here. Get up to 10% back in points. This is only 5%. Again, that's if you buy a lot of things. Deals and discounts. So I mean, right now, I do need to figure that out. But I think this is probably, for me, it's the PC Game Pass. The only thing I need to figure out right now is the online situation with console. I'll need to get some proper answers on that, but they say intended planned support for local MP in the future, so I'm assuming not a technical limitation of the Fire Stick. I got you. Somewhere within the cloud does not allow you to have multiple controllers running. It's probably running 2 different screens is probably a lot for that cloud system. I don't know how it works, but Penguin says yes. Click that explore link and see if Hitman is included. You'd have to try it firsthand. Well, the problem is, are you talking about the multiplayer thing? Let's see. Sort by name. Let's load all of them. Jesus, can I just search the game? We're in the seas, guys. We're in the seas. Wasn't there a thing just to show all? Why can't I just show all? Oh. Well, I see Clue in here. Well, Clue is a multiplayer game, so that shouldn't matter. And so is Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, I mean, unless I can get a solid answer on it, I'd have to try it firsthand. I'd have to cancel my service, try to get online with it, and see what it does. Well, I don't understand why it won't let me just do all of them. I could just scroll down, or I can just type in Hitman. There we go. Halo, Harry Potter. No. Oh, I don't see it in here. Yeah. Okay. I don't see it here, so I don't think it's considered a multiplayer game. I should be good. It's not in here. Beautiful. Okay. So I should be good. So that's where we're at, guys. That's let's see. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. What was the other thing we're looking at here together? Don't care about cloud gaming. Player in-game benefits. Okay. So I think with that knowing, as long as that's 100% true and it's not just they missed the title or whatever, PC Game Pass is for me. I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go through and I'm going to play some of these Ubisoft games I missed. Breakpoint being one of them. I think I'm going to jump into that maybe tomorrow. We'll do a Breakpoint Friday. We'll check it out and I'll have you guys kind of show me the ropes, because I know there's a lot of people in here that did play the game and enjoyed it and been trying to get me to play it for a while. So your day is about to come, guys. All right. So I think I made my mind up here. And I'm glad I talked it out with you guys, and hopefully this helps you guys determine what you're going to do as well. Ink and Skim, knowing this information now, are you interested in just getting PC Game Pass? It's still wild that Hitman had missions for Taylor Swift and Charlie Kirk. Community, man. The community, you can publish pretty much anything there. It's because it's not the devs that are making it, it's the community. Those are community tasks. So but again, you know, freedom of speech, where do you draw the line on freedom of speech? You know, that's the thing. And I know it's not really speech because it's a video game, but I mean, still, like, I'm not upset about it. And it is what it is. I mean, they could have one in there for JFK. Would you be upset about the JFK one? I mean, I know it's been a long time. I don't really have a problem with it. I don't know. The way that America is right now, we're always looking for something to be mad about. And I think we got to get away from that. We should be looking for reasons to be happy and excited. You know, not another thing to piss this side off, another thing to piss this side off. It's just constant division, man. Just constant division between everybody. This offends this guy. This offends this guy. They say we're out of the woke age. I think the woke age is just different. It's still woke. It's just, we've shifted now. The things that didn't bother us before, or that did bother us before, they don't bother us anymore. And the things that didn't bother us, they bother us now. It's just, we're just shifting. We just shift around. What's going to upset us today, ladies and gentlemen? There's also a list of upcoming day one releases. Is that what this day one release is here? Day one titles? I'm nervous. I'm going to click on this. It's going to show all the day one titles that have already come out. I want to see games that are coming out soon besides Black Ops. There we go. Okay. So we have Tanuki, Ninja Gaiden 4, Vapor World, Nirvana Noir. I played the first one. Witchbrook, a musical game. Outer Worlds 2, I am interested in that one. Okay, so these are showing games that are going to be coming out. Some of them do not have release dates, probably because they're, you know, going to be off a few months or so. Fable and Gears of War E-Day, we know those are coming out next year. State of Decay's next year. High on Life will probably be Christmas, like the last one. Didn't the last one come out in November? Like November 24th or something, like late November, I want to say High on Life came out. Battle Arena Toshinden? Oh, this is Bushinden, never mind. Not seeing a whole lot of things I'm crazy about. So these are the console games. These are all the ones that are out now. If we click on PC, let's see what the list looks like. Yeah. A lot of great games. I don't know. Did we talk about the new Blackout? We did not. Do you have information on it? I was going to bring it up, but there's no information on it except for it's coming, and we don't know what it consists of. So I was kind of leaving that one alone, but I posted those screenshots, and the first comment was W Hitman DLC. So while the Hitman had missions for, I posted screenshots, and the first comment was, that's funny. I mean, none of that bothers me. It does. I have bigger concerns about the world than those things. Okay, so what Blackie's referring, or what Smokey is referring to, is Blackout is returning to some effect in Warzone. Now, for all of you that remember, Blackout was the better version of Warzone that came out before Warzone. It didn't last very long because it was bundled with Black Ops 4. So you had to buy the full version of the game to play the Blackout version, which I did. I actually have 2 copies of the game because my brother ended up getting a copy for my kids for Christmas that year as well. And I bought one to play Blackout. Blackout was in my opinion, a superior version to Warzone, with the exception of some graphics and things like that. But that it was closer to PUBG, where you landed. And I think this is what's going to happen. It's going to be Warzone, but instead of opening up crates and getting full built weapons that are blue, green, gold, whatever they were, purple, whatever, you're gonna be tasked with getting attachments. And that's what made Blackout so good, was that it played, you drop with nothing. If you hit the ground, you didn't have a pistol in your hand. You had to fight. Remember fist fighting somebody in Blackout, landing and throwing fists? You had to find weapons, find attachments, find everything. Where Warzone is even more arcadey than that. You just find a weapon, it's already pre-built, and then a lot of the times you go get your loadouts, right? Your pre-built loadouts from these drops or whatever. See, they didn't have any of that stuff back then. So anyhow, they're talking about Blackout making some type of return, but I don't know what exactly it is. Let's see. I posted those screen. Blackout comes out in spring, April-ish. It was confirmed. Oh, I know it's confirmed, but what was confirmed? The only thing that I saw was confirmed was Blackout is making a return. That doesn't tell me a lot. It doesn't tell me much. Is it the map? Is it the play style? What is it? What exactly is Blackout to them? Because Blackout to me, which I've been talking about for the last 2 years, is, well, especially since Activision was acquired by Microsoft, is extract Blackout from Black Ops 4, fine tune it, put it back out there free to play on Game Pass, and then merge the lobbies together for PC and console, and see what happens. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. Now, if this is basically Blackout remastered, I'm in. But if it's just Warzone with Blackout type gameplay, I don't know. I don't know. So can you tell me, was anything else brought to the table besides Blackout returns? Is that it? I would like to know. I think the DMZ information is more exciting than this at this point, just because they've said absolutely nothing about it. There's no information. Unless you guys can find some, I would love. But that's kind of why I was leaving it alone, because there wasn't anything really said about it. It's an experience. It's not Verdant, so a map for sure, because there's a different map and it will play differently. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. Is that it's Blackout? Is that we get Blackout again? Maybe on the newer engine, that'd be fantastic. But if you can give me the old map, the old gameplay, the weapons, the fucking skins, shit. One of the DMRs was a fucking airplane. Well, it was an airplane. I'm shooting from an air. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Though they had such great skins back then, and they were ridiculous and they were goofy and shit. But some of the greatest skins. I always played as the biker. You could play as he had a cut, he had a fucking helmet and everything. It was great, dude. There was a cop. Yeah, there was a lot of cool skins. There were the Uncle Frank. You had Old Man Frank in his bathrobe. I miss Blackout. I really do. I fired it up recently. Not many people play it. You could still get into squad lobbies. I wouldn't recommend it because you're going to just get fucking annihilated, because these guys, the same guys, have been playing the game for the last 7 years. So, DMZ Recon going to mobile also. That's the only place it's going, brother. That's what we were talking about. That was the joke for Uncle Bubba earlier. Is I said, DMZ's coming back, brother. He wouldn't look it up. He was waiting for me to tell him what it was. But yeah, it's just mobile. That's it. So it's not really news unless you play the mobile version of the game. Which does anybody here play it? Again, I thought it was dead. I thought it died years ago. So I don't know. I don't know. But okay, Penguin, keep me posted, bro. Keep me posted on that, because I'm just gonna kind of put it to the back of my mind. I'm not gonna worry about it until they give us more information. Maybe I'll get excited. But here's the thing: if it's part of Warzone, then it's gonna be free to play. So I don't really need the base game. I don't really care if I have access to the base game. If I downgrade my PC Game Pass, it says it won't. But I don't know. We'll see. Never played COD Mobile. I did a couple times. I can't do. I actually went out and bought these little trigger things that go on your phone. They clip to your phone, so you can use those for, I can't it's hard to hold the phone, use your thumbs, and then the screen, you're sliding across the screen because you get all sweaty, and then you're trying to pull those triggers. It's just not, it's a cumbersome. I didn't like it. Now, for people that have like the backbone, that might be cool. But at that point, you might as well just play cloud games. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge when it comes to mobile gaming. That's not my forte. So I can't help you in that department. I don't really have a lot of information over there. PC console gaming, I'm your Huckleberry. I'll tell you all about it. Oh, except for Huckleberry. He's your Huckleberry, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'll rewatch and take screenshots. Go schizophrenic theory mode. Okay. Whatever information you can get for us, that'd be great. I assume we'll hear more down the road. Probably not until after the game releases. When people are really hyped, and then maybe the hype starts to die down, we'll probably hear more in maybe December. I don't know. But I mean, if it's not coming out until April, first quarter, March, April next year, I don't really care. March 27th, I won't be doing anything other than 007. So, and depending on the replay value, I could be playing that for months. I don't know. It just depends. So either way, let's see. Do we even have time for games now? We've been over here. I've been running my mouth for an hour and a half now. Let's see. Let's get back to this. Yeah, Monopoly Madness. So there's some games in here. The wife and I will play together and such. So, and Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know. So the Black Ops 7 beta is supposed to start, I think, at 1 o'clock today. For people that have early access, I am not one of them. I don't really care. I'm not going to be into that. So, Smokey, are you going to be checking it out? I'm hearing that there's a lot of people. I wouldn't say a lot of people. There is a small group of people right now on the PC version that are upset about the secure booting. But I'm just for all my PC homies out there, this is going to be the norm, guys. You might as well figure out a way to live with it, because it's going to happen in all PC games. It's just going to happen, unless they can't prove that it's working and it's keeping hackers out. I think a lot of other companies are going to switch over. I mean, Exoborn, they're going to do it. They've been talking about that. Battlefield 6, 100% is doing it. Black Ops 7 is doing all the big releases coming out. They have a competitive multiplayer is going to have secure boot. I would. It's inevitable. Not if I have to turn on secure boot. I just turn it on, leave it on free to escape. I mean, his motherboard, a lot of motherboards, and you got to remember the secure boot's been a thing for years. It's not new. It's new now because attention is being brought to it. But a lot of motherboards nowadays, current ones, they actually have it in already activated within BIOS. Some does not. Mine didn't. My wife's didn't. Our motherboards are a little bit older, a little on the older side. But anything current now is going to have, anything that's been built in the last 3 or 4 years is probably going to have secure boot already activated, so you won't have to do anything with it. It is a process. I have an ASRock motherboard that did not have it activated. It was quite the process. But they're going forward. There's going to be a lot of tutorials, a lot of things to help people get it set up. So we'll see. But Quaker Road says my i7 4790K isn't DRM 2.0 compatible. Got it. Yeah. I do believe that's an older processor, isn't it? Is that DDR3? I don't know. It can be DDR3, is it? There's no way. So yeah, there's going to be, unfortunately, there's going to be people left behind on that. But it's something that people want the cheaters to go away. And right now, kernel level cheating is at an all-time high. So they have to figure out a way to combat everything. So you have to be like, you have to make a choice. Would you rather have the same amount of cheaters, but you still have access to the game, or to have lower cheaters, less cheaters, and you don't have access to the game? That's kind of the trade-off there. Now, Quake, can you just upgrade your motherboard and everything's fine, or do you need to come another generation ahead? I'm not an Intel guy, so I couldn't tell you. That number looks low though. I know they're into like the 13,000s or 1300s. So I want to say that the i7 4790, that's got to be from what, 14, 15? Yeah. Yeah, and that's why you probably can't even, are you even able to run Windows 11? I don't think so. You're probably on Windows 10. You're on Windows 11 and it doesn't take, and you can't do secure boot? That's crazy. And you're on DDR3? My mind is blown right now, dude. That's wild. They want kernel level access for anti-cheat binders. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yes. Had to repair a few games after turning it on. So I know one of the issues is that when people install Windows, there's an option, especially for more modern stuff, to change the type of file system. And I think it's GPT or something along those GPT. I'm not 100%. My mind is crazy today. But when you turn that on, I think that you have to either reformat or change your hard drive the way it's read. That probably is the issue that you had there. Kernel level access for anti-cheat, yes, and for a long while actually. And this goes back, I think, 10 years plus. But secure boot and things like that were brought into play to keep malware and things like that from loading at a kernel level. Before Windows even boots up, it's at BIOS level is basically what it is. So this is their new way of combating cheaters, because a lot of, especially Call of Duty, a lot of those cheats happen at a boot level. Still plays most. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Woo. Because of the DRM 2.0 limitation. No Windows 11. Oh, no Windows 11. Got it. Yeah. Because Windows, yeah. GPT versus MBR for partition table. Yes. So GPT, I do believe, is where you have to be. MBR is an older technology. GPT is the newer one. And I think there is a way to change it without formatting your partition table, which if partition table, that's basically the tablecloth. If you remove the tablecloth, everything above it goes away, which means that everything you had on the hard drive goes away. But I think there's a way to change the partition table without formatting it. I'm not saying one or I'm pretty sure there is, but do your own research. I'd have to replace motherboard and CPU at bare minimum. Yes. Oh, and RAM. You'd have to come up to DDR4. You'd absolutely have to. My daughter was on a DD, but I think she had like a Ryzen 1500 or 1700. I think it has to be the 200 series or 2000 series plus. Can't just add. No, they're different fittings. They line up differently. Now you can. No, it doesn't matter. Honestly, there are some boards that do both. That'll do DDR3 and DDR4, but you can't use the same. You'd have to use a different processor. The processor would have to be one that utilizes DDR3. You couldn't put in a processor that utilizes DDR4 and then go backwards to DDR3. I actually have an ASRock board out in my garage. It's my Linux machine that I use out there. That actually has, it was one of those hybrid boards that you could put in one of two different processors, and either one, and then one, you could either use DDR2 or DDR3. Now this is old stuff. And I'm pretty sure they had one for DDR3, DDR4, but I could be wrong there. So yeah, you'd actually have to, and that's where you go to Micro Center and you get yourself you get your, I would just get a just do a Ryzen 5600X on an AM4 board with 32 gigs of DDR4, and you're gaming, man. You probably want to go AM5, but if you're just on a budget, AM4 is alive and well and probably not going anywhere for a while. So I have 2 Mobo sitting at home. Let me check the specs. You can have one. There you go. There you go. But you'd probably have to give up your Intel. Because I don't think Smokey has any Intel still. I could be wrong. I'd have to rock the dual, and you can. Those are still relevant. Those are still relevant cards. I would absolutely do that. You're just going to need a motherboard that has dual SLI or yeah, dual slots to run those. But I mean, if you've never tried AMD or you haven't in a while, I highly recommend Ryzen, man. Ryzen fucking, especially if you're just gaming, they have a 5700X 3D right now. I think it was the most recent one. And the X3D cache that's on there makes all the difference in games, man. But that's what I would do. And then you'll see a significant increase. That DDR3 and that old processor is holding you back. Even with dual 2080s, your bottleneck 100% is going to be your CPU. So coming forward, even just going with I run a 5600X in my stream PC. And it's cheap. It's like $140. You can buy a motherboard for another $100. RAM under 100, so you can be gaming for what, $300, $350. And if you go to Micro Center, you can get yourself a bundle and save yourself some big money. I love Micro Center. It's like Toys R Us for big kids, for nerdy kids. Me. I'm the nerd that rides a Harley, though, so it's kind of hard to... You can't put me in one camp, guys. You could try all you want, but you call me a nerd, and then I pull up my fucking... on my Dyna, and you're like, wait a second. Wait a second. It's 100%... It 100% is my bottleneck, yeah. Micro Center is dangerous in a good way, though. In a good way. You know how, and not everyone's going to have this luxury, but a wife, if you have a wife, take her with you, because she will prevent you from being dangerous, I guess. If you don't have a wife, shop online. Do not step foot in the store. That's the only advice I can give you, because yes, it happens. The last time we went down there, I went down there to get a new monitor. This Acer Predator monitor that I have. They had a really fucking good deal on it. We made a day of it. The wife and I went down there. She loves whenever we go to do things like this, because she knows she's going to get a great meal out of it, because we always try some new restaurant. So she went down. Not only did she get that, I got my monitor. She walked out of there with a new sound bar for her PC, so she can listen to it without headphones on. It's fucking awesome too. She got a new mouse. She got a new mouse pad, and she got something else too. I can't remember what it was. I think she got some water cooling, or I don't know, something. So I came out of there with a monitor, all happy, and she's got this grocery cart full of shit. And she still got her meal. So she loves when I say, hey, we're going to Micro Center today. She's like, yay, whoopee, what do I need? Oh man, Micro Center has a 7700X combo for $399. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Then you're in AM5. Then you have that security for the next, probably 5-10 years. Especially if AM4 is not dying anytime soon, AM5 is in a great place. A lot of that stuff is cheaper. 32 gig and a B650 board. That's really all you need. Is the 650 board, does that have SLI? Does that run SLI? Because he's going to need that. He's running dual 2080s. But yeah, that's a good combo there. For $400, I don't know what your budget is, but if you're going to have to do it, that I would go with something like that. You could probably shave $100 off and go with AM4, but that's entirely up to you. You can risk it. You can also risk it and go on Facebook Marketplace and try to piece something together. I've done that before with mixed results. So I don't know. We'll see. Either way, trusted, the secure boot is here to stay. You're going to see more and more games on PC doing that. Console players, this doesn't concern you. You guys have to deal with your Cronus and your strike packs. You guys have to deal with the hardware cheats over there. You don't have to worry about software cheats. PC, we get hit from all angles. All angles. A big thing that they do here is they'll utilize a Cronus on PC to mimic a controller while using mouse and keyboard, so they get the aim assist as well. That's a big thing over here. On top of using the cheats. So I mean, Whenever you run into a god player on PC, they either really are that good, which there's a 1% chance that that's what's really happening, or they're utilizing a cheat of some sort. So either way, where was I? Oh yeah, games. You guys want to play some games? I was gonna fire up some Hitman and go through some more of these featured contracts. I am not doing the Charlie Kirk one. Those are not featured, by the way. Those are the community ones. I'm not doing the Charlie Kirk one. I'm not doing the Taylor Swift one. I'm good. I'm not upset about those being there. I'm just not going to play them. So, and there's no incentive to do it either way. One thing I absolutely have to do though is I have to hit the restroom, grab some more coffee. I've been out for a minute and I could feel my levels coming down. So I'm going to do that. I'll be back in just a minute and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna get everything booted up. There we go. Wrong direction. So anyhow, I'm gonna boot up my console one last time. The only game I still play on console right now is Hitman. I've been waiting for a sale so I can just buy it on Xbox PC. I guess you call it the Windows games. Windows games, is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. Either way, unfortunately, IO Interactive will not allow you to have, or they don't have cross save progression, which kind of sucks. So if I want to transfer my stuff from Xbox over to PC, I can't. I can't do it. But because the game is available on PC via Windows games or whatever, my save does transfer that way. The problem is that if I buy it on Steam, I can usually get it for $50 off or something, right? There's always a sale for Steam, right? On Windows, Xbox, never. It's always $100. So that's the thing, is that if I would have lost, which it sounds like I'm not, if I downgrade a PC Game Pass, I'm not going to lose access to playing Hitman because it's an online game, even though because there's no multiplayer, basically is what it is. So I as of right now, I think I'm good. But I don't know for sure. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 buttons I have to press to switch from PC over to Xbox. But it's a fine-tuned process now. So let's do that. All right. One of the mobile had an Intel CPU in it. Just don't remember which one. I got you. Oh, there you go. Then he could stay. He could probably stick with Intel if he wanted to. The last Intel processor I had was a quad core in like 2012. It was a Xenon quad core actually, and it was. I mean, at the time it was a beast, and I think I was rocking a NVIDIA 200 something, GTX 260. Can't remember. But this is back when the video cards actually had like logos and like decals on them. Remember those? They had pictures. ATI was huge in that. They had anime characters and shit like that on their cards. The boxes they had cool graphics on them and stuff. Does anybody remember the company XFX? I think they're coming back. I think they're making stuff again. Their boxes were an X on the shelf. I had one. I wish I would have kept it. I had one of their video cards with a aftermarket CPU or aftermarket cooler on it, and with the box. Oh God, I wish I would have kept it. Would have been amazing. Oh well. All right, let's go to games. All right, so for those of you that like watching these videos after the fact that I put up on YouTube, I did the Bruce Lee one the other day. He's in it for just a split second, but a crazy good run. The Dragon. So if you want to watch that, it is on YouTube. We are going to do contracts, the featured ones even. All right, we got to go back and try this one in a little bit. That one we were kind of working on. What happened to that one? Let's try this one. Super fans. Oh, they want me to kill the super fan as a waiter? Super fan suit. Okay, so I kill these two guys first, then I kill the super fan as a waiter after I kill a waiter. And then we go to the super fan. Okay. Might need to go in and assess the situation first. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, got 2 there. One's sleeping upstairs. Where's the 4th guy at? Got to kill him last as a super fan. Okay. Have to be the waiter to kill that guy. Superman to kill that guy. Then go back in with my suit and kill those other guys. It's actually not a bad idea. Okay, so let's go get a waiter suit first.
Hello, sir.
What's up, guy? That kid looks like a waiter. Okay, let's do this. Ah!
You better get the hell out of here, man.
Let's try it. Let's restart this. Okay. We got to get this guy alone. Get his waiter outfit. We'll go kill the super fan. We'll take his outfit, his disguise. We'll go kill the guy up in the bed. We'll back down, get our suit back, and then kill those other 2 guys. Is he a waiter too? I don't think so. I think he's just cleanup guy, isn't he? He's a housekeeper. That didn't help. Oh, where'd the kid go?
Wow.
Oh no, she wasn't supposed to come back here.
Is anybody there?
Damn it. Damn it, Jimmy! There we go. He gave me the prompt, then he wouldn't give me the prompt, then he gave me the prompt. Okay, got the waiter outfit. Went this way. Nobody should see that guy laying there. He should be fine for now. Okay, I'm gonna make sure he's not gonna. Sure, that guy's not gonna follow us out here. There. One of the Mobos is a MSI Pro Z790, a Wi-Fi DDR4 with an i7 8700. There we go. Where's this guy again? There. Well, that'll get you in there. Pair that with your 2080, you're good to go, man. Your SLI 2080s. I don't have anything to kill this guy with. I can't get him off the bed. Ah! Fuck, I gotta go find a knife now. That's frustrating. I'm an assassin, but I can't pull this guy off the bed. I have to throw a knife at him or something. Screwdriver? How would a screwdriver? Get one of those? There we go. There's a screwdriver. To the tippity top. Okay. Back to my suit. It's probably the closest we're gonna get to. Well, you know, they do a Halloween one in Hawkins Bay or whatever. Oh, I had my briefcase. Okay. I thought I dropped it. Because let's just verify. That guy's done. That guy's done. These last two guys in our suit. Oh, he's way up there. Okay. Probably could have done this with a sniper rifle. Hey, I just earned some rewards. Let's go. I just figured out a better way of doing this. Another question was asked earlier. Division 2 is on Game Pass now. Okay. I only saw Division 1, but maybe it's because I already own it. I don't know if it would pulls it off my list. Like, you know, that's probably what it is. So when they just real quick here, they when they added the other launcher games to Game Pass, so basically Steam games, Ubisoft games, all that stuff was added. There is a way to turn that off because it was driving me nuts because all the games that I play on the Xbox launcher were pushed to the bottom and all my Steam games were there instead. So there's a setting inside of the Xbox or PC app that allows you to remove those. I think that it didn't show on mine because I already technically have it. So, and I didn't want that to show. So it's not showing me that game because it's one of the games I own that they're giving you with Game Pass, if that makes sense. So just so you guys know, if you guys don't like the Xbox launcher showing all of your games from other launchers, you can actually turn that feature off, which I fucking did immediately because it was driving me nuts, man. All right. All right, so I think the game plan here is I should have brought in a sniper rifle, number one. Hey, what's up, guy?
Give yourself a pat on the back.
I will. This is gonna be damn near impossible.
Weird. Huh? Hello?
So much easier if I would have had a sniper rifle. I gotta go all the way around. Oh no. There we go. Okay, that guy didn't see me. So close. Can he go all the way? Got it. Silent Assassin. Much more involved than I would hope, but if I would have brought in a sniper rifle, I could have done a different route and killed them all. Should be a 5-star rating. Boop. We'll take it. We need a button in here that go back to featured contracts, because the only thing I can do now is go back to the main menu, then load up featured contracts, and it's kind of where I want to be, is in the featured contracts right now. Game modes, contracts, featured, or at least put it on the front page. I guess I didn't really realize that these things existed and you can actually earn other rewards off of these. Otherwise, I would have done them a long time ago. What's this one? Pistol. Headshot pistols kills only. Okay. Kind of got my attention now. Let's see. Let's go in. I always start here. Let's go with the Kruger. All right, let's give this one a shot. These boys are elite. This Kruger may or may not work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, they're all in the fucking house. Okay.
That a weapon is like a mirror to your soul. When it's decided who you really are,
No, they're in the bar. Oh, they're right there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good day.
So what's this I hear about a training accident? That would be Burgess, the sharpshooter. He's point man and the... You got it, huh? Shit. I just threw a feel like something's rotten inside me.
Investigate report. You are free to engage anyone you don't know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I got nothing. Yeah, okay.
Separate them, get them to go different areas.
Okay.
Don't like that. I don't like that at all. This guy back here has got the right idea. I can kill this guy pretty easily. He should be back here by himself.
Oh, you were at Jordan Cross's funeral, huh? It was a thing of beauty.
All right, one more. I got to get this guy out of here.
You need to find another way in, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience.
I have a 6-year-old nephew who's Amber's son is more confident than you. Come on. I need your A game here.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
They count the dart gun as a headshot? Pfft, get out of here.
Bloody blanket hell.
There you go. I lost it because the dart gun apparently needed a headshot too. Oh well. Only a 1-star? Wow, that's pretty brutal. Next. Here we go. Oh man, a fall accident? Fall accident, fall accident. All of them. Accident with the suit. A lot of accidents there. How about this one? So I have to do all these in my suit. Hopefully they're all in a big area. Let's go take a look. Let's see. Wonder if this counts as my suit. Let's try. It's technically what I'm starting in. Fourth one's over here. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
A bitch. And let's see, any method. We're gonna drown this fucker. Yep, he's back to his phone again. He don't care. It doesn't count as my suit, but whatever. Gotta be a little more specific and tell me that.
Well, really. Gross!
Oh shit. She's gonna go to the same bathroom. I gotta clear this guy out of here. Two. All right, what's it gonna take to get this lady? Okay.
I wish I had that jaw.
Stop, you look fine.
I know I look fine.
I really can't bother with this right now. What? Think I heard something. Might be a false alarm, but I'll check it out just in case. Hello?
Grab his body, dude. Oh my god. Oh no, I can't knock him out. Oh, I can't drag his body. He's glitched into the door. No. Okay, whatever.
Is anyone there?
Three. Okay, one more. Hope this guy doesn't get found anytime soon. I'm gonna try to get that girl to the bathroom with my seeker and either drown her or whatnot. Then we can get the hell out of here. Where am I going? Where am I going? Right here.
Wow, speaking of, that guy looks a lot like Hellboy Krueger.
Huh. Yeah. Uncanny.
Oh, I don't have that anymore, but I have this.
Hey there, stylist. Hi there.
Oh man, I was hoping to get out of there. Bump, bump. Oh well. I knew I didn't have time to take care of the body. That's all right. Boop. Walk out of there like we own the place. Ooh, we unlocked something. Red tie cube. I'm pretty sure I already had this one from a different event. That's all right. Next. Oprah's machete. NNE Oprah's machete. Where the fuck is that at? Can I just bring in a machete? Right here. I do have it. Yes. And it's the scooter. So I have to kill this chick with a machete, the scooter, and then scooter out of here. So I have to get the scooter keys too, I think.
No. Hey, lady, I'm trying to make a phone call here. Buzz off, will you?
I'd kill for a burger right now.
I've killed this chick before. She was on a, she was one of our freelancer missions, and I threw a propane flask over there and it blew her up.
My husband nearly lost his arm when that winch broke, but I think he's on the mend now. He got lucky, I guess.
So what happened?
He said it's better if I don't know. The Del Gao cartel is very secret. I think they're building something big down in the cave. The problem is he's essential to the project, and now we have
Ooh.
Sicarios hanging around our house.
Too many witnesses here.
Sure sounds like you have a lot on your plate at the moment.
Tell me about it. I've got to go home and finish the washing. I'll see you tomorrow.
I need help. Somebody help me. What is that there? Do something.
Okay, so I need the scooter keys.
Show yourself, you coward!
Doors going on. I feel horrible.
Get him to come back here and throw up. Or is he gonna go to the bathroom? I was hoping that her body was gonna go in the water. Let's see, I did complete it. I use the machete, so I don't know what they want there. It gave me an X on it. I used their specific weapon. There's a scooter key. Let's get out of here. And I was hoping her body was going to go into the water. It did not. So they ended up seeing the body either way. I don't understand what they wanted with the machete. I don't understand it. Interesting. What are you gonna do? Words. Hold up. Agent 47 is Bruce Lee now? No. The most recent elusive target. It starred Bruce Lee, but he's another agent like myself that was reactivated. And as Agent 47, I had to go in and make sure that Bruce Lee won the karate tournament, the martial arts tournament. I can't just say karate, martial arts tournament. So yeah, it wasn't us versus Bruce Lee, or Bruce Lee's not taking over anything. He was just another agent we had to help, and it was a really fun elusive target. It was very fun figuring out the best route, and I probably could have shaved off 15-20 seconds in a couple of different areas, like total, and been in the top percentage, but I missed it by about 22 seconds, I want to say. But either way, if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube, which you're there now. Just check it out. The most elusive target. Go watch it. It was a lot of fun pulling that together. And right now we're focusing on just featured contracts, a lot of stuff that we missed. I did all the most recent ones. Yeah, well, yes, you can. So at some point it's scripted. Within the first few minutes, he meets one of the guys that you're supposed to kill, and he gets poisoned. And then he still has to fight. So one of the options, you can knock out one of the opponents, put on his disguise, and then fight Bruce Lee. You have to throw the fight. Otherwise, if you win, then, you lose, really. But yeah, you can fight Bruce Lee. Just kind of like in the one before that, Mads Mikkelsen from the Casino Royale collaboration they did. You can actually sit down at the table and play poker with Mads Mikkelsen or Le Chiffre. That was cool. That was a lot of fun too. So these feature contracts, it's kind of like a freelancer, except instead of freelancers, a lot of stuff is random. These are contracts that are made by the community, and the devs pick their favorite ones and they add them in every season. Now, I haven't been doing these for 8 years that this game's been out. I have not been doing any of these, and I just started doing them. I'm having a lot of fun with them. So let's see what else. We just did that one. What is this one? U1S1. It's got to be Dartmoor. Unarmed suit. Kill the Undertaker, then we kill her. Do not pass fire, so do anyone in any way. Okay. And I have to be unarmed for this one. So we're just gonna bring all the. So Agent 47 can beat Bruce Lee. Technically, yes. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen other people doing it, and I know it's an option in the game. I always go for. I see my thing is I try to find the best route to make sure Bruce Lee never got poisoned in the first place. And I'm to the point now where, like, within the first 5 minutes, I can have everyone killed and out of there, which is a lot of fun. Let's try this one. I think the Undertaker's outside. I could be wrong, though.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But why safe with that? You never miss it.
One outside. One upstairs. No, one out here. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I
thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
What did I tell you?
Oh, that's right. He's out here.
And that stuff from your ex.
Security detail at a stage funeral event tomorrow. That'll be awkward.
Madam Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's absurd. They're making a racket, bookings everywhere. The undertaker wants to be gone before he see Madame Carlyle. It's been a right stage. So unless you want to take on the burn,
It's coming.
I suggest
Oh, no, my aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he says he's ready for Madam.
Is he gonna puke in the in the grave?
Oh, nice. Really nice.
There's legit one person over here. Oh, a sniper rifle. I'm an idiot. I didn't even bring in a sniper rifle. Let's replan this. Now that I know where people are. Okay. So let's smuggle in out here at the graveyard. Let's bring in our sniper rifle. Hello? Goddamn consoles, man. There you go. Okay, we're going to bring that there. I am going to start... Garden, mansion. Let's go over here, maybe? What's the difference? Oh, those have commentary, don't they? I think that's what that is. All right, so let's start here. As a gardener. There, perfect. Easy.
I doubt that's true, though. He was here when he saved Madame Carlyle's office was repaired last week.
See if I'm allowed over here.
Madam Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
it's absurd. They're making a racket, bookings everywhere. The
staggering disrespect.
Oh, God, I don't feel so good.
Where is my... Okay, it's over there. Brendan won. Every day. I missed my cue. I stream every day, 9 to 2 Eastern. I haven't been doing very well at 9 o'clock, though, so. Oh, we got the hearse key. Yeah. Now we talking. Can't jump there. There we go.
Damn birds. If I could just get a clear hit on those nests.
I bet you get a lot of compliments on your graveside manner.
Gravesite manner instead of bedside manner. Got it. Silly son of a bitch. I like this top hat. This should be a skin for real, man.
We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looks everywhere. Oh, my old bones can't take much more of this. It looks really good, though. They look bad. Throw a fake funeral. It'll make the garden look pretty. We may not now, but I have a bad feeling nothing happens this time. On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one. And that detective.
All right, we're gonna be really fucking fast. Let's go. Oh, I have to be wearing my suit? Okay. Oops. Oopsies. So I would have had to start at the front. I don't think I would have been able to get around in the back. We'll take it. Silent Assassin, 4-star rating. I'm not gonna complain one iota about that. I could have shaved off a few seconds and just dropped everything and ran out, but I always like taking my stuff with me. They really should. They should penalize you if you leave stuff behind. Like if finding bodies will give you a lesser rating, finding your equipment that you left behind should have an equal effect. But I mean, you could kill somebody, drop the weapon, leave prints all over the place, and there's no repercussions whatsoever. But if someone finds the body, they're on you immediately. All right, I'm having fun with these ones. This is the bank one. I'm not really a big fan of the bank. Oh, they want me to use the boot? Poison, fall, fire. I have to be the investment banker. Any disguise. This guy's easy. I'm pretty sure this is the cocaine guy. So let's start. Poison, we need 2 poisons, fire, and a fall accident. I wonder if this will give me the access I need. I need to get to the top floor. I don't know if janitors are allowed up there. Let's go with, Oh, no. There we go. Okay. 2 poisons. What is going on here? It's resetting on me. God damn it. Poison. Poison. And then a fire accident. I'm not sure what to do about that. All right, let's just check it out. Let's see. We may have to, we're probably going to have to change our pace and come back in, but I know I can probably get at least 3 of these guys. We'll have to see what options are available for a fire. Fire accident's tough.
Say, aren't you Ruby Red, the investigative reporter? I loved your expose on the much-talked data.
Okay, he's one of them. This is an easy one.
Wow, Jason Portman must hate you.
Okay, I gotta be an investment banker first. So let's go upstairs and poison Cocaine Boy.
Can't believe it. I hit every quota they threw at me. How could she do this? I can't be fired. Hmm?
I should be safe in here. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. What's in here? Okay, so I didn't have to waste the lethal poison. All right. I guess it worked. I could have used the crowbar to get that open too. So lockpick. I think I'm going to eliminate the lockpick. I know I can get poison up here. I just need to bring 1 poison in with me to get the process started. This guy's going to come back in. He's going to die because of poison. Drop anything else? No. Okay, good. Go back down here.
Director's office. I feel like giving that bit woman a piece of my mind. I gave this place everything.
Okay. Got it. Don't need the lock pick. Let's go with I guess I'll keep the lock pick for now. Poison, poison, push. That push is going to be difficult because I think there's going to be too many witnesses. Just in case, I'm going to bring in... this. All right, let's try this. Let's see if we get better results this way.
Believe it. I hit every quota they threw at me. How could
Nobody saw shit. Love it. Got in there just in time. I think it's still considered an accident. I don't know what happens if, like, I stripped him of his clothes.
I can't believe it. I hit every quota they threw at me. How could you do this? I can't be fired.
Say, aren't you Ruby Red? The investigative reporter? I love you.
Huh?
Wow.
I heard that.
Hate you. So, what are you working on now?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I don't know. My name's Tina.
I'm sorry.
Hey!
Yep. Too many witnesses.
Oh, what a mess. This isn't.
Sir, I need you to leave.
We have a security breach. Get out of our way, okay?
I'm not getting him anything. He's an asshole. Besides, he won enough money to buy whatever he wants.
Please stand back. I'll check it out.
The head of security suspects there may have been some tampering going on here.
But I need my fingerprints.
No one seems to care.
We're clear.
Let's see. I got them all done, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, they saw the push. There's got to be a better way to do that.
He's always been an heir.
What?
Hey, maintenance have a look at the deposit box from
I should have made my turn there.
broken one. Yeah, Fred's watching.
Waiting for shit to calm down. Here we go. Going out the door. We're going to try to make it under 4 minutes. Can we make it under 4 minutes? Can we make it? 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it just under or is it just on? I thought people in the lobby were gonna know who. So if I made a right hand turn, I'd probably be walking to my death. All done right. Fuck. Body's found. Oh well. We'll take it. I'll take the win. It is what it is. All right, what do we got? What's this one? Miami. Good lord, they couldn't even spell. Claire that others are fake, so they find someone to eliminate them. Luckily, they find the Apex also the same one. This contract was created. Remember, it was I'll win. I don't think English was your first language. Okay, so we got to kill all three of these guys. They all looked identical. That's pretty funny. So this one we are going to start. Start here in the pit. Doesn't matter how we get them. We just need to get to them. Okay. The blue sea driver. Oh, this guy's, I think he's standing out in a tent somewhere.
What's up with you, big guy?
Fuck. I did not see him on my map at all. All right, let's try. No, I like that. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to that. We're gonna try it in a different way though. I got to get around these cameras. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like this. Almost got hit by that camera.
Man, those mechanics at the Constant team are good. I went by giving a quick tour yesterday.
Yeah, I went past there earlier today. They wouldn't let me in, but I'm kind of on the team. But you want to think twice about getting a job there. I saw that Miller woman, the head mechanic, arguing fiercely with one of the other mechanics. I'm not sure what it was about, but from the looks of it, Kronstadt is now one big shooter.
That's perfect. This could be my big chance, man. I want to get out of this race marshal business and into actual mechanics. Actually, I saw Sierra in the car.
Small place. Bathroom. Maybe just apply for a job through their regular channel.
Oh, no, no. We can do it this way. Much easier way. Okay. Last but not least, this guy. This guy's going to be kind of difficult to get to because he is out in the public.
Endurance racing is all about getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how burned out or beat up it may be.
Hate to ask, but could you do one last What? What is
So good.
One of the flamingo mascots just got jumped by this other man.
Oh boy, don't try that at home, people. Sierra's ducking in behind Diaz's rear wing and just slingshots past him going into the corner. Great racing.
I heard him mumbling something about Sierra not.
Shit! Ah! You gotta cover as much ground as possible within the time.
Who are you, buddy?
When the time's
I didn't see him on the map either. Good God, man. It's usually how it goes. Tight quarters, the guy just walks out around the corner and I'm busted. That's all right. She already saw me throw it, so I lost that rating regardless. Boom, done. Next. What the hell? Done. All done the way they wanted me to do them. Probably should have used the briefcase and came in and hid the briefcase with the emetic. That would have worked. That would have got me Silent Assassin rating without being noticed. Working on the wrench. And tactical covert, shotgun covert, nice. All right, I think I got time for one more and then I'm gonna have to go. I got me some stuff to do today. Okay, which ones do we miss here? Are these more considered? Oh my God, yeah, look. Oh, we can go back and do all the old ones we missed. Yes! Oh, that's awesome. All right, so what do we got back here? These are all Berlin, it looks like. That's Colorado, Hokkaido, China, Miami? China. This is perfect. This is okay, this is great. So basically, there's one area before the checkpoint to go down into the ICA location. All these guys are just kind of wandering around, hanging out over there. I think I have to. You're probably all in one area.
Have you seen a girl around?
Have I seen a girl around? I've not.
Short hair with a bright green bag.
Sorry.
Shit.
There's one. They're all over the place. Okay, we got to go this way.
Oh, this chef outfit really uncomfortable. I wish we didn't have to do all this.
Shit. What's today's code? One, two, three. No. Come on. No. Definitely 01 something.
She go in? Did we lose her? Lost her. Oh, she already made it in. Where is, okay, I'll have that access. That's fine.
Man, I just heard a weird noise. I'm moving in to investigate.
There's one. We're just gonna pull him around. No one should be back this way, so we should, oh, never mind. There, I can just put a body right here. guys there. There, and then we got one way up high. Okay, let's take care of these two guys first. Alright. I got to cheat on this one. I do not remember. I know it's 2252 is the other one. Codes. 0118.
Imagine paying that much and not even getting to see the thing you went for. You should have asked for a refund or a discount. It's so
Should be around here somewhere. Are you sure you're reading it right? Just look for the damn drone.
Okay. Just drop it.
What?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Just hope this works. Back on. What the hell is this?
What the?
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of racket down here. Have a look around.
Ha ha ha. That's cheesy, man. I was behind him, not on next to him. Oh, whatever. All right, whatever. We're just gonna go guns a-blazing now.
Something ain't right down here.
So how was your trip? You went
Let's see, got one over here or here. Let's go down this way.
Have you had a look inside that room? You learn so much about someone from what they keep around.
Now I'm hungry. Mind if I head down and get crazy? Guard that satellite thing. Who fights about pencils?
Someone who imports theirs by the box. Still leaves them out in the open, like their regular old number twos, and melts down when they go missing. I guess.
Dude, what is going on here?
Pencils. Are they red? With the little metal cap on the end? And they write like...
What the fuck? It looked good to me.
You owe me, man. Big time.
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
I guess I'm allowed to be up here.
Dying to know what inside of that room's like. You can tell everything. You gotta be kidding me.
Fire that started handing out to the homeless really got them flowing in.
Yeah, but it creeps me out how they're different when they leave.
I'd say they're different.
Come on, you know what I mean.
There you go. Get him on out of there. I had to be faculty security? What was I? Oh, that's a bummer. So I had to be one of the guys down in the security downstairs, not upstairs. Got it. Okay. Well, whatever. Either way, it's done. All right, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I had a lot of fun. Good conversation this morning. Thank you for participating. I'm gonna put up a poll and ask you guys a couple of questions. That it's burning questions right now about Game Pass and what you guys are gonna do and what you think is gonna happen in the future. So I think I'm gonna be playing some Breakpoint tomorrow. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm gonna try this game out. I've never played it before. You guys have been trying to get me to play it for a while, so I think that's where I'm gonna go. So stay tuned. We'll figure that out in the morning. So everyone have a fantastic day. Get out there and enjoy the weather while we have it. And I will see you in the morning. Peace out.